Hello, I'm Scott Brown with Green Wind and Other Home Energies. You can't see it, but below these, this wind turbine up here, which is an alternator, single wire, and these curved aluminum blades, I forget the name of them. A friend of mine I talked to here last year, completely off grid. He's got this going. Not much wind out here. And he's got a collection of about 5 or 6 solar panels on his roof. He's off grid. Doesn't want to go back. Anyway, came by to get a better view today and show a picture of it all. Hello, I'm Scott Brown with Green Wind and Other Home Energies. This is another one I found on the way, heading out towards Hudson Oaks from where I live. Anyway, I'm not going to show the rest of the property and stuff. People might not want me to see, but it's a pretty thing. As y'all know, when I see a wind turbine, I just kind of get excited and get enthused. I wanted to share this one with you. I don't know what brand that is. I know I've seen them before, just can't remember. There's quite a few miles between where I was and where I am now. And that just means that there's a few 100,000 houses between each one of these. We don't have enough green energy kicking in from the wind. I sure wished we could see a lot more of them. Some people think they're eyesores. Some people think that they are bird guillotines. Anyway, I'm Scott Brown with Green Wind and Other Home Energies.
I like that shirt.
Now let me get a snap. There we go, spinning nice. Feels like about a 7 or 8 mile an hour wind. You can hear the alternator generating. Looking sweet. The 12-volt system. How you doing, Jim?
Yeah, it's a pretty good day.
So you won't go back to the grid, huh?
Not a chance in hell. Why would I spend $200 to $300 every single month when I could just buy a panel?
That's right. One a month. Let's take a look at those panels. As you can see on the left, we got 3 panels. And on the right, we got 2 panels. What are those, Joe?
Well, the 2 on the right-hand side, the top one's a 45 watt. The second one down is a 55 watt. And the 3 on the other side is a 60 and 265s.
Gotta love it.
Yeah. If I was to title this anything, it'd be Forced to be Green. Now, if you aim a little higher, you see the telephone pole, you see the 2 dangling wires there. That's where I told to tell the electric company to please disconnect my meter, take your stuff, and get it off my line. However, they absolutely refuse to move the telephone pole.
Looks like a good spot to put a wind turbine.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I really was. And of course, down the telephone pole, which is ironic, you see the box right there. You see 2 little clamps up right there for the positive and negative of the battery. Right in back of it, underneath that little case there, is where I actually store the batteries. There's only 3 of them, 3 small 12-volt batteries. Don't worry about him, he don't care.
Okay.
There's only 3 of them, 3 small 12-volt batteries. And I keep them looking as ugly as this because I don't want people to actually know what I got.
There's one.
This is one. The other 2 are underneath it. Now there's 1 battery there. The other 2 are underneath it. In this little compartment right here. And between the 3, I used to have 12. But I bought used batteries, and used car batteries tend to go bad after 8 or 9 months. These are the last 3 I got, and I'm going to be transferring. Now you'll notice the jumper cables are here and here. In case I run my battery too low, I can pull my car up and charge them up in the middle of the night. I mainly use that for if I want to watch a movie after dark.
Like now.
Actually, Family Guy's on right now. And all of this was let on because of the power.
This wire right here is out of Belden cable for computers. He pulled these out and rewound his stator with, is what he told me. And we're looking over here, a bunch of mirror. We got some plans for this. We'll get into that a little later on. Okay, now.
Up within a day or two.
There you go.
Okay, I made a bunch of these up, and these are just basically the bare metal things of the. If you can see the top there, where the alternator is, the mounts for the alternator, and these here actually fit a. Well, they actually fit a Delco 10SI, and basically it's just one long pipe with 3 different size pipes in the various directions, and a washer up on top, which is welded all together. Once all that is welded with the right length, that will fit smoothly onto a Delco 10SI.
And this little one back here is for the tail, right?
For the tail fin, and that's all it takes.
What's that other piece you were showing me?
Okay, this is the carriage bolt. What they call a carriage bolt, 1-inch carriage bolt. This is probably the most expensive piece of the mount, costing about $1.23 a piece, and hard to find little things. And they fit right inside the pipe themselves, using 3/4 inch stock.
Uh-huh.
Now you'll notice you have to take a grinder and grind down 2 of the corners so it fits in there. The best way to make these is where they tap in there and wedge themselves in there nice and tight. You're not going to be able to remove that carriage bolt once it's in there properly.
And you tack welded?
Not the carriage bolt. Don't need to. Basically, I just go ahead, and this is thick enough metal here. Once I tap it in there, I take a hammer and I hammer it on the outside there to really get a good firm grip on it. And this is just curved out in a little curve there to be able to weld it to that round stock right down there. And that's basically it. And when you think about it, this little mount here cost, if you buy the stock in pieces, probably about $9 to make all together, minus the welding rod and of course the welding equipment.
And if somebody asked me, do you want to sell 1 or 2 of them?
I tried selling them before. They didn't, go too well. But yeah, if they ask you, just let me know about it, and I'll go ahead and sell one. You really have to sand and re-hit these because they've been sitting for a while. So I would say hitting them with some Rust-Oleum paint would probably be the first. Some sandpaper maybe and some Rust-Oleum paint probably be a good idea before selling them outright. Because you don't want to sell them something that looks like that. It's kind of funny. Hold on, situation. Bubba, will you be quiet? This is my dog back here. Hell, he lets me know.
Sounds like he's doing his job.
Oh, he lets me know.
Go. It's good enough to see.
That was the original blade that came from the Windstar 1500.
Kind of a bluish green.
Yeah, it's actually a 4-inch sewer pipe.
What's it? How thick is that?
Less than about 1/8 of an inch.
A little bit thicker, but not much.
I've had when I bought the Windstar 1500, they had a Delco 1-wire system, alternator hooked with 6 of those blades that look similar to this, with this actual hub that cracked. You can see where that's cracked at. I made these blades here out of that PVC pipe over there.
We're back up so you can show them off here. There we are.
I made these blades here out of the old PVC pipe. This is actually a lot thicker. It's 1/4 of an inch thick, and it's just basically cut from outlining that onto the pipes themselves.
Sweet.
The nice thing about these blades here is that they've stood the test. You know, I've had them under strong wind. Now, other than the hub cracking on it, these blades didn't break. And which is why I still have them. Because if they did break, I would have thrown them away.
A little stronger hub will help them.
Definitely a little stronger hub would help. Here, let me get this around here. Maybe that's better. But not real great blades. That blade up there spins about twice as fast than this one does.
You say that's from Windy City as well?
Those blades up there are from Windy Cities. These I made myself. And all I used to make these was a grinder and a cutting wheel.
I can show you how to make these faster.
This would
I can speed them up.
it's just experimentation. That's all it is for me. And so I use all this to get it all, you know, try to get something to work. I'm just much happier with the blades that are up there, because in this wind right here, where you see those actually spinning up there, UNDs won't spin.
Right.
You know.
So everything in your house is a 12-volt system?
The whole thing, all the lighting in there. Basically, it's just lighting and the TV. The TV has a inverter box that converts from 12 volt to 120. And but that's about it.
And you use the existing wire of the house, right?
And I use the existing wire of the house. And I'm probably wrong for doing that, you know.
It's all right. It'll hold a few amps.
You know, it's just basically there, and we run a.
You went through the circuit breakers, right?
Yes.
So that's all safe.
Yeah.
Because it's the amps that are the heat and make everything blow. So
oh, yeah.
You're good there. And you got no AC hooked up other than what comes out of your inverter, so I don't see any conflicts or anything that's contrary to
No.
what you need.
And it's just a simple little house there, and, you know, so nothing special. And if somebody was to ask, yeah, I think it's about worth what I actually paid for it. And when somebody asks about it, yeah, $1,500 bucks. That's it. Bought it off the tax sale.
Well, I appreciate it, Jim. Many good things to you and yours. I'm Scott Brown with Green Wind and Other Home Energy.